We're just here to tell you about some very innovative and awesome products that the brand Fiskars has come out with recently. You can find all of these, of course, on our website, monstergardens.com. One that we're going to start off talking about here is this one. Anybody who knows the brand Fiskars knows that they make a quality product. I actually have one of these myself. It's called the Cut Slice Saw Snip, and it is really, really a great pair of scissors. It has a knife blade on one side, a serrated blade on another, and it even cuts wire with this little notch right here. I'll actually do a quick demonstration and show you how that works. So basically you're just going to line it up in the little notch there, and these blades are so sharp and made so well, it just cuts right through it, no problem, like butter. I have never found these scissors to fail me or to not be useful in a number of different applications. I've even used them to trim my roses. Very sharp blade, just like any other Fiskars scissors. You need to be careful when you're pulling this out of the sheath, though. As you can see, it is very sharp on both sides. I use these to prune and clean the inside of a plant. Because it is serrated and sharp on both sides, you can be cutting and slicing all at the same time when you're working with the inside of the plant to get rid of the foliage that's not necessarily going to get direct sunlight, which we all know it leads to a very poor end product. But let me tell you a story about these scissors. So I'm sitting there getting rid of some dead foliage, pruning the inside of the plant. Minding my own business, and I start to hear footsteps coming up behind me. And so I'm just working at the plant, and now I know, I can feel that there's somebody behind me. And then he touches me on the shoulder, and I was like, "Hey dude, what gives?" And he's like, "Hey man, this is my garden, and I'm working on these plants today." And I'm like, "I don't think so, man. I'm working in this garden today." He almost got the blade into these things, let me tell you. And Gerald was like, "Hey man, you know me, what gives? High five." Yeah, it comes in a sheath that has a belt clip on it, and it's not a sharpening sheath, but it is very handy to have because you can keep it right on your side. Another product that Fiskars recently introduced is this one, which is called the Cutsmore, which is a really cool, very innovative product. The blades are made with titanium, and they are removable. As you can see, they have a fastener that keeps them on there. And it comes with a sheath as well. The sheath has a built-in sharpener. The scissors come apart and have many uses. There's a twine cutter. There's a bottle opener for those of you gardeners who like to drink a little beer while you garden, like myself. It also has a wire cutter up towards the hilt there. And it has this curved section here for cutting larger branches, which is something that you really don't see too often in scissors of this nature. Another useful feature is the all-tip point, which helps you to poke holes in things like dripper lines and stuff like that. And the sheath that it comes in is pretty attractive, I think. Now let's move on to the Fiskars Comfort Grip, which, like many of the other Fiskars brands here, is actually recommended by the Arthritis Foundation. This one, for ease of use, it has these big handles here, which are very soft on the inside because they have the silicone grips there. Comes with a little tip cover just for safety in case you put them down, you knock them off the table, you don't want to get stabbed in the foot or anything. Very sharp, very precision micro tip blades, just like you'll find on the micro tip blades here, which are also recommended by the Arthritis Foundation of America. These scissors have been around for a really long time. They also come in a titanium coating, which I know a number of gardeners prefer. It's supposed to make the blades less sticky and stay sharp longer. Anybody who's used them know that it's a stand-up product, really solid, never has any problems. But now let's move on to the thread snip here, which is more like the traditional bonsai gardener would be using. As you can see, again, the very sharp micro tip blades there. And this one's designed to be used with a thumb and forefinger, so it has as little action as possible in there, which helps you to relieve fatigue and stress in your hands. Now, another item that Fiskars came out with, because I know everybody's often wondering, how do I sharpen my Fiskars scissors? They have a unique edge on them, and your traditional knife sharpener will not sharpen them as sharp as they came out of the box. This is the solution right here. Very simple. It has a ceramic rod in there. The plastic is designed so that you cannot do it wrong. You stick the scissors in, you pull them out. You put the scissors in there, you pull them out.
And it forces you at an angle, correct?
It forces you at an angle so that you get the correct angle on your scissors. Because as I'd mentioned earlier, the Fiskars has a unique angle that's unlike any other kitchen or steak knife. And this is the tool that you use to get them back to sharp. And it has a nice, I want to point out, it has a nice little hole right here so that you could run a lanyard or string through it and keep it around your neck. So as your scissors get dull, you can keep it close at hand and sharpen them up.